So, hi everybody. A very good evening. 4:45 by the watch. I'm Justin Kapani, the founder and CEO of I'm Decor and Design. We are in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. And as the name says it all, we design, we manufacture, we customize, and we supply interior solutions and products. And of course, we have corporate gifting items. We've got semi precious stone item mix, and we've got some amazing furniture with us and all that. And I'm an award winner, 6 awards, and about 18 certificates. And I come with an experience of about 25 experience in global marketing, business management, branding, PR, corporate communication, etc., etc. But now, as a the core now as a core function is creativity in my work and stuff, which is all about ideation, concepts, product designing, and checking the quality, and of course making sure that whatever I kind of imagine, or whatever I dream about, or whatever I think about has to come right in the form of a product, or in terms of whatever representation it's supposed to have in terms of the finish item and the product and stuff. So some of my projects have received awards for the furniture and the pieces that were delivered, and we continue doing good work because we keep getting good feedback professionally and personally as well and stuff. And one tough lesson that I want to share here today, since we are on a Thursday and we're going to be going towards the weekend and stuff, is to stop working and taking a break and stuff, and stop being pulled into or misled into attending too many events or being a part of too many group activities and stuff. Because in my opinion and from my experience, if you're a creative person, if you're an ideas person, if you're a design person and stuff, if you end up spending too much of your energy and time only in events, in people pleasing, or putting up with social pleasure pressures or commitments and stuff like that, your core work goes for a toss. And what happens is that we mistake networking, we mistake you know interactions or contact making, or we mistake being at events, or living up to those expectations of people that you're going to show up all the time. And as a result of that, your core work, or the main work, which is your forte. I mean, if for me it's designing and interior solutions and products like that, and if I end up being in every event or every meet or every conference, or even if it's a personal a personal invite to something, and I have to be always there, sometimes my work is going to go for a toss, and I'm not going to be able to meet my deadlines, or I'm going to be not at my best in delivering whatever I'm setting my target at, or my goal at, during the start or the end of the weekend stuff. So I see a lot of people, so many groups and forums and stuff. I mean, it's not a bad idea to be a part of these forums and events and stuff, but really what's important is to understand why are you there, and what is it going to bring to you. And mostly, this is the crux of it. You have to feel joyful and good about it. So there are different reasons why people attend events or become part of forums, or they go for networking, or they are at sales meets, or global summits, or conferences and stuff like that. First of all, their objectives are different. The work purpose is different. The rationale is different. They come from different industries and stuff, and there are lots and lots of positive advantages to that. But the major negative is that if you just base your business model, or you just base your survival, or your you know let's say bread and butter only on such activities, you're not going to be a big success. Okay, so it's very easy to click pictures, it's very easy to get clicked with somebody or the other, it's very easy to every day plan in advance. And from a marketing point of view, you know throw PR campaigns or throw headlines and throw pictures on social media and stuff. But the point is, are you doing really the good work, or are you really doing the core work that you're there for? So what happens is that people I've seen, they get so used to this idea of being at art functions and events because the wine is so good, or the kind of people they meet and everything is so good. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but the point is this: how many art events are you going to attend? Okay, so some people say we want to kill our time and we want to pass our time, we have nothing to do and stuff. So that's why we go. But the point is, my only question is that is it really worth it? Going all the way, coming back, spending 4 to 5 hours there. Sometimes you don't even meet interesting people, or it's not very interesting and stuff. So are you really justifying your presence and your time? So what about your efficiency? What about your productivity? What about your main work? What about your deadlines? What about your own promises on personal goals as well, like being in fitness, being in the gym, catching up with your family, spending time with your friends? And why should your life become such a fast-paced, crappy way of living and stuff? And then people, they go around sharing, we've got so much of pressure, we've got so much to do, but most of it is self built. It's like, if you don't feel good and if you're upset about something, if something is disturbing you or something, actually the reason is not the people, it's probably you yourself. So what helps? What helps is to say no, the power of no. There is this thing, about the greatness of saying no. So there are so many yes people, they'll keep saying yes to everything. हाँ जी ये कर देंगे, हाँ जी वो कर देंगे, हाँ यहाँ आ जाएंगे, हम आपके लिए ये कर देंगे, हम आपको वहाँ मिलेंगे, ये करेंगे. All that is good. But really, when it comes to working professionally, or working in entrepreneurship, or working in PR, or working in global business management, working in an office, working in with a good brand, it's not just about networking all the time, right? It's just definitely not that way. Okay, so avoid falling into this brainwash that it's always going to be networking which is going to work for you, because lots and lots of brands do not work like that. Corporate communications does not work like that. Global business management, I said, doesn't work on that. And it's only sales and marketing which kind of takes you forward that way. And when you have to do business development, then it works like that. But mostly what really helps is to hold that core value in a sense of uh, your work, which you have to drive, right? So if you're let's say heading a mall, or let's say you're heading a cosmetic brand, you're not going to spend all your time and energy only in networking and contact building and stuff unless you're in sales, right? But if you're in strategy, or if you're in let's say corporate communication, or you're in PR and stuff, you're going to be doing a lot of other work, which is researching, which is going to be working on packaging, which is going to work on presentation making. It's going to be talking about, or it's going to take you to places where you're going to talk about your product and stuff. And it's going to be about product development, designing, creativity, branding, packaging, marketing and stuff. So a lot of people say networking works for them. Well, it's good, but the point is, in the real world, where people are not always